Hi everybody, my name is Lori. We're going to run you through a 25-30 minute core class. This is my daughter Kayla, she's helping us today. Let's get started. So, start by sitting tall on your mat in a comfortable seat and inhale, exhale, lengthening the spine. Inhale, exhale. Good, continue with your breathing. Remember, as you go through the exercises today, if you have any spine issues or osteoporosis, you do not want to roll down on the floor. I'll give you some other options how to get to the floor. So on the next inhale, let's elevate the shoulders towards your ears, and exhale, roll them back and down. Good, and again, inhale and exhale. Good, full breath. And keep going. So as we inhale, we expand the rib cage out to the side, and as we exhale, we draw the ribs in. Good. Last one. Lifting your arms straight out in front, nice and long. We're going to take an inhale and extend those arms forward. On the exhale, draw the shoulder blades back together. Nice. And inhale. And exhale. Let's do 2 more of those. And exhale, and last one. Excellent. And release those arms down to your side. One hand to the floor. Let's creep the other arm up overhead. And exhale, side body over. Keep the bottom tight to the floor. Inhale, up. And exhale, release. Good. Again, same side. Breathe in. And out. And in. And one more on this side. Inhale. And exhale. In, and move right to the other side. Hand extended. Inhale up and exhale over. And release. And again, breathe in and out. In, and one more on this side. Breathing in and out. Breathe in and release. Roll those shoulders back 1 or 2 times, and then extend those legs out front. If you'll flex your toes to the ceiling and just shake them out for a moment. Good. Continue to sit up nice and tall. Let's go into a modified forward fold. So inhale, both arms to the ceiling. We're going to hinge from the hips. So that means keep the back nice and long. On an inhale, lift up. And on your exhale, let's release all the way rounded to the floor. Hands can go down. Breathe in. And out. On your next inhale, pull the belly button in and roll back up to seated tall. Hands could be on the floor. Good. Stack that spine. And repeat. Inhale, up to the ceiling. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. You can actually go ahead and look at your knees and breathe in there, in and out. On the next inhale, draw the belly button in and roll back up to seated tall. Nice. So draw those knees up towards the ceiling, and we're going to pivot on our mat so that our feet are towards the end and we're facing this way. So here we're going to roll down to the floor, but again, if you have spine issues, just roll to your side and get down that way. You can take your hands at your hamstrings and slowly roll all the way down, 1 vertebrae at a time, resting on the floor. Nice. All right, draw those feet in a little closer. Excellent. We're going to focus on the pelvis right now. So taking that little arch out of your back by tilting your pelvis towards you, so drawing the belly button down, and then rock the pelvis away into a big arch, so I could like drive a little car underneath there. Good. So when you rock in, exhale, and when you arch, inhale. So we're just loosening up the pelvic area and not lifting our bottom off the floor at this point. Good. Couple more. Breathing. Keep the upper body relaxed. Good. Nice. On the next one, let's go ahead and rock all the way up, 1 vertebrae at a time, lifting our bottom off the floor. Lifting up, hips up. Good. Take a big breath in there. And then exhale, start way up at the top of the back and roll down 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way through that lower back. Nice. You can rock away and then repeat. So exhale, roll up the spine. Beautiful. Big inhale at the top and exhale, roll down. Go ahead and pull both knees into your chest for a moment and just rock some circles on your back side. A little massage on that back and then the other direction. We're gonna warm up the upper body a little bit. Kayla, you might need to scooch down just a little bit so your arms don't hit overhead. Yeah, good. All right, so arms by your side. Keep your feet down on the floor. We're gonna inhale, take those arms all the way overhead to the floor behind you, and exhale, sweep it around. Nice, big breath, in overhead, and exhale, sweep. So when we do this, let's keep that rib cage closed and not arch the back so you're continuing to pull the belly button down to the floor. Beautiful. And one more. Good, all the way around. Take those hands up to the ceiling so they're together right up top here. And as a unit, your legs can come close together. Roll right over onto your side. All the way over, whole body, beautiful. Good. Your head can rest on the floor. So on an inhale, you're gonna take this hand up to the ceiling and follow it with your eyes. And exhale, roll all the way to rest on the floor. Keep your legs where they are. Inhale and exhale. On your inhale, you're gonna press that hand back up to the ceiling and meet the other side, just where you started. Let's do that one more time. So inhale and exhale, follow that hand, breathe in and out right there. On your inhale, draw with your back muscles and pull that hand all the way back up to meet the other. As a unit, let's roll all the way over onto the other side. Arms and legs, everything together, beautiful. Good, stack those shoulders and repeat on this side. So inhale, and Kayla's gonna look towards the camera. Nice, breathe in and out, and then lift and close. Good, so inhale, open, all the way, stay there for a breath, in and out, and then inhale, nice. Let's roll right back onto your back. Hands can be down by your sides. And draw those hands all the way down by your hips. Nice. So a little ab prep. So it's very important just to keep your neck safe. If these exercises bother you, put your hands behind your head, okay? So we're gonna start by dropping the chin down towards our chest, anchor the shoulders, and lift the upper body off the floor to looking towards your knees. So upper body. And inhale here, keep that space between your chin and your chest, lift a little higher, and then exhale, release all the way. Good. So again, with the prep, so inhale, you drop the chin down first, anchor the shoulders, and then exhale, slide on the shoulders off the floor. Good, beautiful. Inhale, lift a little higher, keep those feet down, and exhale, lower all the way. So again, here's the place. If it bothers you, Kayla, go ahead and put your hands behind your head. Just, yeah. So it's the same exercise, just supporting your neck. So drop your chin down and draw the shoulders down your back. Then lift and lengthen, drawing that belly button down towards the floor. Good. Inhale, lift a little higher, and exhale, lower. Nice. You can release your arms back to your side. We'll come back to that later. So your style, your way, flip over onto your belly. We're gonna warm up the low back, the glutes a little bit. So you can rest your forehead right on your hands, elbows out to the side. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Let's lift one leg, isolate one leg off the floor, just slowly lift it up, keep those hip bones down, and exhale, lower other leg. So we're firing up some glutes, some lower back, and lower. How long are your legs? Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. And again, inhale, lift, and lower. One more time each side. Keep those hips solid to the floor, and lower. Last one, lift, and release. Excellent. Extending those arms overhead. Okay, let's so tall. So on an inhale, let's lift this time one hand and opposite foot at the same time. You can go thumbs up if you want to, or palms down, whatever works better. So inhale, lift and lengthen, beautiful, and lower, other side. Inhale, lift and lengthen, nice. Keeping that chin down so your neck is in neutral. Repeat, lift and lower, and again, lift, nice, and lower, and lift. Let's get one more in there, and lift. Beautiful. Drawing your hands back by your chest, you can push yourself all the way back into a child's pose. Drawing your hips to your heels, and your choice. Knees can be splayed open, they can be together. If you're uncomfortable with that, Kayla, will you demonstrate a puppy pose? You could keep your hips up over your knees and drop your chest down in that fashion if it feels better to you. Excellent. Good. Taking a moment here, breathing deep. She's got flexibility, but I don't. So draw your hands back. Let's come up onto tabletop. And in your table, you do want to make sure that your hands are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. Perfect. And we're in a nice neutral position. Go ahead and exhale, round that spine, pushing the low back up and dropping the head. And then on your inhale, let's go completely the other way. Nice. So releasing. So go ahead and play with that. And you can add your own movements here. If you're done with cat-cow and you want to move into some side to side or figure eights, whatever feels good for you to release that spine. Good. Make sure you're breathing through your exercises, and as you cow or round up, you're pulling that belly button way in, and then as you release, those shoulders come down. Nice. Now let's find a neutral position. Perfect. Go ahead and point one leg straight out behind you. Good. Well, let's start it on the floor just for demonstration purposes. So reach it out on the floor. Your hips are nice and level. From there, lift up that leg straight up and flex your foot so you're pushing through the heel. Nice. So the hips are nice and level. Extending the opposite hand out by your ear. Perfect. So it is important to watch your form on this. Often people end up turning their hips out to the side because it helps with balance, but you want to keep that hip down. Nice. And then also keeping that head in neutral position. Beautiful. From here, if you're okay with it, go ahead and go into some movements. You're going to draw the elbow and the knee close together, rounding through the spine, and then release it long, maybe into a little bit of an arch. And exhale, pull it in, and inhale. Good. You can allow your head to go with that if you want to. Exhale, round. Nice. And last one, keeping that form. Pull it in. And nice. Release it. Push back into a child's pose for a moment. Take the weight right off of those wrists and maybe even rotate them around if you need to. So if this absolutely is not working for you, an option would be to stay down on your forearms instead of your wrists. Okay, so let's draw it back up into the table again and start by just extending that foot. Keep it on the floor. Good. Squaring the hips, lift that foot up and then flex the foot. Nice. Keeping the hips level. Beautiful. Opposite arm extends out front, up by the ear. Nice long line. Good. Pulling that belly button up so we're not arching the back. Beautiful. So if you want to go with the tucks, please go into that 3 or 4 times would be great. And breathing your way through, keeping that hip level. Yep, good correction. Good. Exhale and inhale. It gets a little trickier when you start to add your movement because it does require a bit of balance there. Good. And one more. Exhale and inhale. Excellent. So draw that hand down and knee down and push back into a resting pose. Good. Breathing deep into your lower back. Nice. All right. From here, we'll come back up onto our table and then swing around onto our bottom where we were before, towards the end of the mat with our knees to the ceiling. So we are going to take it all the way to the floor again. Maybe creep a little bit further. You have enough room? Good. So either roll to your side to get down or all the way down flat. Nice. Let's move through a little modified 100, very common Pilates exercise. Option to keep your hands down by your side, or if your neck bothers you, hands behind your head, or keep your head on the floor. So let's start by tabletopping the legs. So that's a 90-degree right there. Beautiful. Hip widths apart. We're going to be lifting the upper body off the floor And if our hands are by our sides, why don't you start there, Kayla, and then you can switch. You're gonna have the hands off the floor a few inches, and we're pulsing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe in, getting circulation going. So drop the shoulders down, lift your upper body off the floor, and press the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't rock, just press. 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe in, perfect. Now, if you have been doing this practice for a while and you want to extend your legs out, keep pumping your hands and turn those toes out, heels together, toes out, heels together. Perfect. Keep pumping. Breathe. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it bothers your neck, place one hand behind your head and keep pumping, or put your head down. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2. She's giving me evil looks here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Release. Pull those knees into your chest. Nice. Give it a hug. Just give it a little stretch. We try to stretch in between the exercises, usually. Moving into single leg circle. So you could plant one foot on the floor with a bent leg. We're going to extend the other leg up, straight up, and drawing those like hoop-sized circles up on the ceiling with this leg. If you're very flexible, you could straighten the other leg. We'll see where you feel most comfortable. So with this leg, we're going to first draw it in towards you, circle around, and towards the knee, and back around. Good. So go around about 6 times. So the goal here is to pretend you have like a 30-pound weight right on your belly button, so your hips aren't moving. Really nice. Inhale, exhale through your exercise. Keep that leg extended to the ceiling. Once you've gone about 6 times one way, let's go the other way. Nice. Very nice. Good. Keeping that upper body relaxed as you go through your exercises. No strain through the neck because you're resting on the floor. All that focus is down in the core, extending that leg nice and long. When you finish, you can pull that leg in for any kind of stretch that feels good to you. Maybe a figure 4 or just into your chest, whatever feels good. Just take a moment. Nice. And then we'll set up the other side. When you're ready, extending that foot nice and tall to the ceiling. Now in Pilates or core, you don't have to point your toe. Oops, that was a crack. But you do want to have a nice foot extended towards the ceiling. Good, nice straight leg, and draw those circles around. Inhale, exhale. Good, I like how you're keeping your circles up on the ceiling. Sometimes you'll see people going way down low, and that's kind of a different exercise. So we want to keep it nice and towards the ceiling. Nice control, beautiful. Inhale, exhale. And anchoring, that's good feedback when you have your hands like Kayla has hers right here, so she can make sure that her hips aren't rolling around. And then we can move and hit the other direction when you're ready. Inhale, exhale. Don't forget to breathe. Nice. Good. Good. So I'm seeing a little range of motion thing on this side. You got a little catch there. Nice. Good. Beautiful. When you finish, take your stretch. Whatever stretch that you like. We'll do one more on our back. A double leg extension. So we'll start tabletop. And a lot of these are new, maybe new to Kayla. So she's working through this with you guys. So tabletop those legs, 90 degree. Excellent. Place your hands on the outside of your knees. Yep, right there. Good. And what's going to happen here is you're going to do that prep where you drop the chin down and you lift your shoulders off the floor. Go ahead. And from here, keep your legs where they are. But on the first one, let's just extend those arms up past your ears like you're taking a hat off. Yep. Beautiful. Sweep them around to the outside of your knees and keep your upper body up the whole time. So you can actually even touch right there. So on this one, when you extend those arms, extend your legs at the same time, so you make this upside down V. So go ahead. So extend. Beautiful. Keep the shoulders off and pull it in. So it's just a 2 breaths. So inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Good. Try to keep those shoulders up a little higher, you guys. Yep. Nice. Couple more. Remember, we only do 6 to 8 repetition of these exercises. Good. And if your neck bothers you, definitely take a break. Let's say one more. And all the way. Good. And release. Head down. Take a full body stretch. Arms overhead, legs long. And your back is going to come off the floor. You're in open circuit right now. Your rib cage is poking. Everything's open. Big breath in and out. Good. Staying in this position, go ahead and try to pull that back down towards the floor. Good. See that nice core control right there. Bring your feet close together, straight and close. Yep. You can flex your feet to the ceiling. And then if you have the flexibility, squeeze those arms into your ears. If that doesn't work, you could put your hands behind your head this way, but try to lock your head into your arms. From here, you're simply going to curl that upper body off the floor to look towards your toes. Don't lose your head though. Good. And then lay back down. Nice. And repeat. Come on up. Let's exhale on the way up this time and inhale. Couple more. Squeeze that head in tight or hold on to it. Beautiful. Let's just do 2 more. Because I lied. I said we weren't doing any more on our back, but we did. 1 more. Come on up. Nice. Beautiful. And release. Good. We're going to roll over onto the belly. So however you want to get there. And we'll start with just the upper body presses. So if you draw your hands back by your rib cage, it's a baby cobra, all right? So we're gonna anchor our legs down to the floor and lift and lengthen. Good. And just simply exhale, lower. And you can turn your cheek to the side if that feels more comfortable on the way down. So inhale, lift and lengthen, shoulders draw down, and take those hands right off the floor. Beautiful. And exhale, lower, release. Good. Draw the shoulders down first, and inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, lower and release. Good. And you can switch your sides of your head if that's comfortable. And shoulders down, and lift and lengthen. Excellent. Keeping those feet pressed into the floor. And release. Nice. Go ahead and extend both arms out overhead. We're going to move into a modified breaststroke. So the legs stay down. Kayla, I'm just going to turn your feet so that your toenails are pressing into the floor and you can bring them closer together. Beautiful. All right, so on this exercise, it's a modified breaststroke. We're going to sweep those arms wide open as you lift your upper body off the floor, and they're straight all the way down. Creep them up your sides and then overhead as you lower back down. So it's like a two beat exercise. So again, inhale, lift and lengthen, straight arms. Exhale, lower as those arms go back. Beautiful. Again, inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, release. Nice. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, release. Good. 2 more. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Last one, lift. And release. Nice. Wiggle your hips back and forth just to loosen up that lower back. And draw your feet close together. You're going to draw the elbows back to put yourself in a Sphinx pose. So elbows under shoulders, hands can be nice and widely open. Good. And this is very simple. It's just a heel kick. So you're going to draw one leg up toward your bottom with a flex foot, and then with a point foot, and a flex foot, and a release. Okay, so the other foot. So come in with a flex, then point, flex, and release. Good. So this can be done pretty quickly. So 1, 2, 3, release. Go ahead. Good. So your goal here is to keep your body nice and stable as you move through, so you're not bouncing forward, so you're really tight through the glutes and the core. Nice. Good. And breathe, 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 release. Good. And flex, point, flex, release. And flex, point, flex, release. And flex, point, flex, release. Most people probably could point, flex, point, release, but sometimes I do things backwards. Very nice. Let's release all the way down, and arms can go out, and wiggle your hips left and right. Good. So the next position we'll put ourselves into is a forearm plank. So draw those elbows back underneath you. Lift your chest up in a Sphinx. Yep, power up your legs. Push into the balls of your feet. Good. So this is not just should not be up and through the shoulders. We're working all the way through to the heels. Great. Nice. keeping the, soften up a little bit right there without arching. Yeah, nice, beautiful. Breathing, holding this position. At any time, you can let it go, but we are gonna hold it a little bit longer. I'm pretending I'm looking at my stopwatch. And holding a little bit longer. It's like the nurse that's taking your pulse that doesn't have a watch on. Breathe a little bit longer. Think about pulling those hip bones together. Beautiful. Listen, when we go to lower, let's drop one knee at a time. You can do that now. One knee, then the other knee, and then roll all the way into that Sphinx posture. Excellent. Beautiful. We are going to come back up to table for a moment. So when you're ready, releasing the shoulders down, push your hips up and up to table. If this is bothering your wrist, drop down to your forearms. Going right into a little fun balance, strength move. We'll take one foot extended behind you with a flex foot. Yep, perfect. Square hips, opposite arm. Now let's curl this leg so the foot goes up towards the ceiling, a hamstring curl, bottom of the foot, and go ahead and reach this arm back to try to find the foot. Nice. Good. Hanging onto the toe, the ankle, the pant leg, whatever works best for you. Good. Expanding your stretch a little bit bigger by pushing that foot into your hand. Nice. Slowly release. Nice. If you need a little mini stretch in between, take it. And then let's just move right to that other side. So extending that foot straight back, level hips, opposite arm. Good. Curl the back foot, hamstring curl. And then sweep it around to hook the foot, the ankle. Excellent. Good. Really pushing that foot into the hand, opening up the chest. Nice. Slowly release. Good. And wiggle it out left and right. Nice. All right. So from here, let's flip right back onto our bottoms so we can take it down to the mat. So scooching towards the end. Exhale, roll to your side or roll all the way down. Nice. Extending both legs to the ceiling. This time we're moving to the corkscrew. Keeping your upper body relaxed. Maybe the elbows are on the floor and the hands are to the ceiling to make sure you don't use your upper body. Extending those legs all the way. You don't have to point, but extend. Good. So thinking what a corkscrew looks like, we're going to draw those legs in towards you. Feel that stretch. Over to one side, around to the back, to the other side, and simply reversing the direction. Inhale, exhale. Good, nice control. So each one you go a different direction. Excellent, good. Not really lifting the bottom off the floor as we move through it. Really focus on pulling those feet in towards your face, feeling the stretch of the hamstrings. Nice, I almost said hamstrings. We got it. We're professionals here. Okay, good. Inhale, exhale. Really missing you guys. And so I look forward to the day that we're all back together at the Y. Good. Breathing, nice control. Good. I see Kayla's pushing the edge a little bit. It's not tipping over, but going to the edge. Beautiful. Maybe one more each direction. Inhaling, exhaling. Nice. Alrighty. Drop one leg down, bent leg, foot on the floor, and just go ahead and take a hamstring stretch there. You can grab your calf, your ankle, whatever feels good to you. Nice stretch. And we'll switch to the other leg. Good. Moving to one of my favorites, the cable stretch. How you doing, Kayla? Good. Good. Okay, let's extend both feet to the ceiling. And we're going to start with flex feet this time. And we will put our hands behind our head for support because our upper body is going to be lifted off the floor as an option. You can keep it down if you want to. So go ahead and lift that upper body off the floor, Kayla, looking towards your knees. You're going to slowly start to stretch this cable away from you, wherever works best for you. Point your toes and pull it in a little quicker. Good. So pretend there's a rubber band attached to the wall behind you. You flex your feet and stretch it away slowly. And then point and pull it in. Yeah, pops in. Nice. You can keep your tailbone a little bit closer to the floor and then pull them in, anchoring. Nice. Exhale away. Point, inhale in. If your neck bothers you, you can put your head on the floor for this. Exhale away. Inhale in. Nice. Keep those shoulders up if you're lifted. Exhale away. Inhale. Good. 2 more. Exhale away. Inhale. And last one. Nice. And release it all the way down. Good. Just turn your head gently left and right. Roll your shoulders while you're on the floor there. Good. Nice. All right, let's come all the way up to, here's an option. You're either going to roll to your side to come up, or you're going to hook the back of your legs and roll up into a boat pose, which is a balance position. So you can bring your legs into you and give it a little rock and roll, however you want, and then stop to your balance when you get up there. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Okay, excellent. So drop your legs down to tabletop. Good. And then drop your, that's an option right there. I know for me, that's where I'm at. Kayla was demonstrating that complete V, which is beautiful. You can let your toes come all the way to the floor and then let your knees splay open and move right forward into a butterfly stretch. Yeah, nice. We haven't done much stretch lately. Good, breathing into that back. Good. So we're going to move into the full body roll. Takes up a lot of space here. Kayla's going to stay seated. Okay, yeah, come all the way up. So extend your legs in a seated position. You're going to need the whole space for this. So remember this, guys, that there is a modification for this exercise. So scooch a little bit because you're going to want to come all the way down. Yeah. Just so you have enough room. Good. So we're going to start with a nice long spine and the hands are extended over the feet. But we're going to make sure that we keep these shoulder blades drawn together, right? That tricky part. And so one vertebrae at a time, we're going to slowly roll down so that you're lying down all the way down. And as you go down, those hands can go up to the ceiling and then all the way overhead. Nice. So modify this. We're going to do modification by tucking both of your legs in up to the ceiling. Yep, that's perfect. And sweep your arms around so you hook the back of your legs. And then give it a little roll sitting back up in a staff pose. Good. So that's your modification. Start again. Nice long spine. Arms extended but shoulders back. Nice. Exhale. Sinking from the lower back first. Rolling all the way through. Exhaling your way down. Inhale, arms overhead. So tracing your steps without modifying, the hands are going to come first, then you peel your head off the floor, then the shoulders. Nice. And then from here, we call it that C curve. So pretend there's a rope around your belly pulling you backwards, but the arms are going to stay up and the shoulder blades together. Nice. Big fixes. Start from there. Exhale, roll all the way down, sinking into the mat. Try to keep those shoulders back. Inhale overhead. So you guys at home, let's do 5 or 6 more of these at your pace and choosing modifications if you need to. I'm going to have Kayla demonstrate the not good way to do it. So roll all the way down. You're doing it perfect. But if you find yourself hitching off the floor like an old-fashioned sit, yeah, we don't want to do that, okay? That's really bad for your back. And so if that's what's happening, use the modification. Good. So work through a few more of these, you guys. Nice. And you can let your head go a little bit and C curve and then sink back into the mat. Nice. Good. A couple more. Excellent. Yeah, anchoring those feet into the floor. And starting from here. Nice. Good. We'll do one more. And remember, you guys can always pause this video. Yep, you can stay right where you are. So bring your feet back in like a butterfly. But we're gonna bring the knees up, both legs up, yep. And move into that boat pose, okay? Yep, in the 90, nice. Excellent, holding that boat pose. Good. And then coming back so your toes touch down and you're sitting back up. Good. Stay right there, but see if you can grab onto one ankle, calf, or foot, and we're gonna extend that leg out to the side like a half of a V. So yep, up off the ground, up, 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 up. Yep, supported, yep. Just one hand, good. Because eventually what we might move into is both legs extended off the floor in your beautiful V. Nice. Good, so if you were to fall backwards in this position, just make sure you stop yourself so you don't roll onto your neck. There is something called the open leg rocker. Do you want to try it? So you're gonna roll down and come back up. Good, nice, good, beautiful. One more. So you guys can play with that if you want to. Nice. All right. So let's get ourselves all the way back down onto our belly. So you can just flip over and take it all the way down. Nice. So moving into Superman. Arms extended overhead, legs are as wide as your mat. Arms can be a little bit wider as well. And remember, we're gonna lift and lengthen through this, not jam. So inhale, float arms and legs off the floor at the same time. Chest comes up too, good. And drop that chin down, exhale, lower. So if it bothered you to have your arms overhead, just shoot them back by your side. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and exhale. Also, if it's not working, both upper and lower body, just do one part at a time. Inhale, lift and lengthen, good, and release. On the next one, we're going to swim. So inhale, lift and lengthen. So the beat is quick. It's a 1-2-1-2, paddling your arms and legs at the same time, up and down, up and down. Good, nice. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Breathe. Yeah, nobody swims like this, I hope, or they'd be in one place. Good. Inhale, exhale. Nice. And release. Good job. Wiggle those hips left and right. Good. Let's do one more on our belly. So draw your hands back so they rest right here on your low back, both hands together. And then you're really flexible, Kayla. You could creep them up as high as you can. Good. That's perfect right there. Bring your legs tight together. So on this one, we're going to curl both those heels in towards your bottom 3 times, 3 beats. So curl it in 1, 2, 3 really quick. And then as you extend your legs, lift your upper body off the floor and reach your hands towards your feet. Reach. Good. And as you come in, they're back on your back curl. 1, 2, 3, and extend. Good. And try to keep your hands together this time. Curl it in. And 1, 2, 3, extend. Good. Keep those legs together as well. And release. Curl it in. A little smaller curl. 1, 2, 3, and extend. Beautiful. Good. And again. 1, 2, 3, extend. Excellent. Come in. Exhale. One more time. And extend. And release. Beautiful. Push it back into a child's pose. Let's give it a stretch, you guys. We'll do one more on our back and then wrap it up for today. Good. Breathe into the lower back. Nice. So when you're ready, you flip back onto your bottom, transition down to the floor, and we'll single leg scissors. Nice. Extend one leg straight to the floor, other leg up to the ceiling. Good. So on this one, you can reach for the calf with your hands. Yep. Dropping that chin down. We're going to hold that up there for a moment. Lift this foot off the floor. Give it little tiny beats. 1, 2, 3. Bring this leg up, let go, and switch. Good. Split. 1, 2, 3, and switch. 2, 3, and switch. 2, 3, inhale, exhale, 2, 3, and switch, 2, 3, and switch, 2, 3, and switch, 2 more, and switch, 2, 3, and switch, 2, 3, and release. Full body stretch, everybody. So this video might trigger some others that you remember from classes. Some oblique twists you can do, but we're going to stop it here for now. So if you'll roll on your side and flip over onto your hands and knees in a table position, and cat-cow, give it a stretch. Good, dropping, good, inhale through, and exhale. So I'm going to take you up through downward dog, but you can take yourself up however you like. So coming to neutral spine, go ahead and curl your toes under. We're going to start by lifting the knees off the floor just a few inches, and then shifting our hips back towards our heels and extending those legs. Nice downward dog, pressing the shoulders towards our hips. Nice, hips to ceiling. Nice. So slowly walking, bent legs, feet to hands. Walk in, walk in, walk in. Good. From here, hanging for a moment. Just let everything hang. Disappeared. I'm still here, guys. Good. Placing your hands on your thighs. Let's roll it up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. So we come all the way up. Good. And you can turn to the front, Kayla. Good. Let's take a big inhale up overhead. Good. Exhale out to the side. And one more. Good. Looking upward, big body stretch. Palms together and down the center. Thanks for watching tonight, you guys. We'll see you soon.